Hi friends, Miss Anna here, and it's so nice to be with you guys again this week. I'm going to start our church school lesson this week by reading you guys a storybook. It's not exactly about our Bible lesson today, but I think there's a really important connection between the two. The book I'm going to read you is The Crown on Your Head by Nancy Tillman. Here we go. On the day that we met and I put you to bed, I noticed a crown on the top of your head. It was made up of sparkling, glimmering things like moonlight and fireflies and dragonfly wings. As the days came and went, it was faithful and true. And it grew right along with the rest of you. I always knew just what your crown meant. It said that you were magnificent. That means you are grand from your toes to your chin. Take a deep breath and let that sink in. That's about as high as a word can climb. That's the top of a mountain, a steeple chime. That's over the moon in a nursery rhyme. And it means like a star, you were born to shine. In other words, from your very first day, you were chosen to glow in a very big way. With your crown made of glittering, high-flying things, you've got wind in your pocket, your wishes have wings. You can run like you mean it, so let the wind blow. There's just no telling how high you can go. Whatever it is you choose to do, no one can do it exactly like you. Ride on the big slide, and if you fall down, remember your glorious, marvelous crown. It won't flicker or fade, it won't dim, it won't leave. All you have to do is believe. Do you, my child? I hope that you do. The world is a wonderland waiting for you. And all you get to share it with all of your friends too. They each have a crown that is faithful and true. No one's is brighter, no one's is duller. It's only a crown of a different color. Or so sometimes, just every now and then, whisper, I believe, again. Your crown is your best friend forever by far. It tells the true story of just who you are. That's why every night when I put you to bed, I'm careful to kiss the crown on your head. So in this story, The Crown on Your Head, the parent that's talking to the child is talking about the special crown on their head that makes them special, that they carry with them wherever they go. And that crown is something that tells them who they are. And when I read that, I think about how it tells us that who we really are is that we belong to God, and that God knows us and sees us and is with us all the time. And we're so special in God's eyes that we have these crowns in our heads that hold all the specialness that God made for us. I think it's a kind of cool image. Our story today from the book of Mark, chapter 1, verses 21 through 28, talks about Jesus' very early ministry. We don't hear about Jesus for a long time. He gets baptized and then he begins his ministry. And when it says one of the very first things it says that Jesus did is that Jesus was in the synagogue. He picked up a scroll and began to read out loud. Just then, a sick man sitting near Jesus began to shake. The sick man shouted at Jesus. "Shh! Quiet, silence," the crowd said to the man. The people did not care about the man, but Jesus did. Jesus stopped his teaching. He wanted the man to be well. "Be still," he said to the sick man. "Be well." The sick man became peaceful and quit shaking. "What is this?" the people said in amazement. "He even cures the sick." Because of this event, news of Jesus' power began to spread among the people. So one of the things we learn about Jesus in this account from the Bible is that number one is that Jesus is someone that spoke with authority and taught with authority. And what that means is that someone that had power, someone that knew what they were doing. And not just they just knew what he was doing, but they actually had the power to say and back up the things that he was teaching about. That he could show people the power he had too. So we can believe Jesus is who he said he was because he showed people. And the second thing we learn is that Jesus cared for everybody. And he especially kept his eyes open for people that other people normally ignored or kind of looked away from. That he found those people to be really, really special. And I think that children are some of those people too. That I know that Jesus sees you guys just for who you are and knows the special things that you have to offer this world. So this week, I hope you guys do that you offer your very special gifts to the world that Jesus gave you and that you share them with the world. I'll see you guys next week.